I want to show you one other type of pick a number, any number question. And this is more of an implicit type of pick a number question, or an implied one, because what I said before is that the majority of the time that you're going to be using pick a number, any number is on questions that are word questions with variables, or in general just questions with variables that you want to make a little bit easier. Some of the times that you're going to be using this technique are going to be word questions without a specific variable like x, but instead it's more of an implied variable like the value, or other key terms for these types of questions are cost, price, amount, and so on. So anytime there is a number assigned to it that they don't mention, you can use the pick a number, any number technique and make the question a lot easier. So the question in our example is a special one because it involves plugging in or picking out numbers with percents. And that is a huge concept on the SAT that you really need to know how to do. So we emphasize percents in arithmetic, so you should be really comfortable doing a basic percent. Now we're going to get even more involved and introduce the variable to the mix. So the question that we're dealing with here says that the value of a piece of property decreased by 10%. Then it tells us that the new value increased by 10%. And the question's asking us what percent, so what percent of the original value is the new value. Now, you could do this question by assigning a variable to value, but we don't like variables. They're not nice. We want to make up nice numbers and really just make this question a breeze. So if you remember back in arithmetic, the easiest number to use when dealing with percents is always 100, because as we said, percent means out of 100. So if we introduce 100 to the mix, it makes it nice and easy for us. So if we say that the value of the piece of property to start out with was 100, and then it decreased by 10%, well, 10% of 100 is just 10, which is why we like 100, because we can do things like that in our head. So 100 decreased by 10 gives us 90. So 90 represents our new value. Then it tells us that the new value, 90, is increased by 10%. So now we have to get 10% of 90. So 10% of 90. If we just translate this, we get 10 over 100, of is multiply, and then 90. So if we type that into our calculator, we end up with 9. So if 90 is increased by 9, that new value is 99. So now our question says, what percent of the original value is the new value? This is a straight percent translation. So if you remember back to arithmetic, what percent is just n over 100, of is multiply, the original value, we remember, is 100, is always is equals, and the new value is 99. So now, looking at how easy this is, we have 100 on the top, 100 on the bottom, they cancel, so now you know that it's 99%. And we got our answer super quickly and really easily.